Welcome, wrestling fans, to more LWF wrestling action. We are live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mean Scheme here along with none other than Jesse the Body. Just tonight we're going to see all sorts of talent in action, and we've got titles on the line. Yeah, well, we're definitely going to see title action. The Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs, along with the LWF Tag Team titles. Wait just a minute. We are being joined by Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is the FWF Heavyweight Champion of the World. What's he doing here? Well, I do not know, but I am sure, knowing Stone Cold Steve Austin, there's got to be a very good reason why he would be here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Now, for any of you out there who haven't been paying attention, Stone Cold Steve Austin is the longest reigning champion in the history of the FWF. You see, recently I went out at Legends Mania and have made it official that I am now celebrating 2 years as the heavyweight champion, and can't nobody do nothing about that. And I've been thinking about it. I've been up one side of the roster and down the other, and I'm thinking the only way left for Stone Cold to make history is maybe to ride off into the sunset with the belt. So since can't nobody beat me, I beat the best there is, the best there was, best there ever will be. I beat the Dead Man. I beat the Heartbreak Kid. I have beat them all. And there ain't nothing left for me.
Oh, hold on just a minute. I think there might be something left for him. Diamond Dallas Page making his presence here known in the LWF. Well, Diamond Dallas Page, definitely a qualified contender. See the look on the face of Stone Cold Steve Austin. He seems a little bit perturbed. Diamond Dallas Page going to face off with the FWF champion.
Did I hear you right? Did you tell everybody that nobody can beat you? You might have beaten the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. You might have beaten the Dead Man. Hell, you might have even beaten Heartbreak Kid. But you have not beaten Diamond Dallas Page. Good God. You know, let me tell you something. You walk out here with them beady little eyes of yours, fixed on Stone Cold Steve Austin, the longest reigning champion in the history of the FWF, and you really think for 1 second that you can beat Stone Cold? Have you lost your mind, son? I'll tell you right now, what I have is a challenge. If you want to ride off into the sunset, I'm all good with that. But let me give you a reason to do it. How about I kick your ass and take that title. Then you'll have a reason to ride off into the sunset, old man. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks that maybe Diamond Dallas Page is throwing down a challenge. And so let me tell you something. I'm not a hard man to find. You'll notice I had to come into your backyard to get you to grow a set of balls and get in the face of Stone Cold. And I give you credit for doing that, son. But know this. You come after what's mine, and I'm going to make you understand why you don't mess with a rattlesnake. Well, then I guess we got something to settle, don't we? You name the time and place, and Diamond Dallas Page will be there. Well, since you want to put it like that, I happen to know of an event coming up in the near future. But you'd have to step outside the friendly confines of the LWF. You see, FWF is getting ready for a major event that is going to shake the foundation of the business as we know it. And if you think you got what it takes, why don't you meet me there? I know I've got what it takes. That's why I stepped out here tonight, Jack, to see you face to face and let you know the Diamond Exchange is open for business. And I like nothing more than diamonds and gold. And you, my friend, have the gold that I'm after. Good God. Well, you want it? I'd say come get it. But when you come for the gold, don't be surprised when all you get is a good old-fashioned stone cold ass whooping. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
All right. Diamond Dallas Page accepting a challenge of Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're going to see these two men in the near future for the FWF Heavyweight Championship. All right, fans, we are back live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And entering the ring at this time, he is a former world champion, Bob Backlund.
Yeah, well, he may be a former world champion, but that was a different decade. I don't see how he plans on getting anything accomplished in a triple threat match. They didn't have those back in his day.
Well, perhaps not, but he was by far one of the longest reigning world champions, and it wasn't by accident, I can tell you that.
You know why he held the title as long as he did?
Why?
Because he never had to go up against me.
All right, now making his way, the second man who participating in this triple threat. the one, the only Brutus, the Barber Beefcake.
Well, there's a little something we're missing right now about this matchup that I think I'm going to have to be the one to bring up. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Bob Backlund, and Greg the Hammer Valentine are going to be making up this trio. Well, Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Greg Valentine were former tag team champions together. How do you think that plays out in this match?
Well, the fact of the matter is, those two men are going to know each other better probably than anyone.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more about, are they going to work together or are they going to go at each other? Because I'll tell you right now, if they combine forces, Bob Backlund doesn't have a prayer in hell.
Well, they could combine forces against Backlund, but it would still come down to a one-on-one. This is first pinfall or submission wins. There are no friends. Let's also remember they were former tag team champions, but they did not part on the best of note.
No, they definitely did not. There was a big falling out at the end. So now the question is this. Will old friendships rekindle themselves? Or are there still scores to be settled between Valentine and Beefcake?
Well, we're not going to have to wait long to find out, I can tell you that. Each of these three men want to win here because the winner is likely going to be getting a title shot in the near future. All right, we are ready for action. Bell sounds. Referee Dick Worley in the ring. Gonna try and maintain order in this one. Good luck.
Well, you know, when it's a triple threat match, there's not a lot of order to have to worry about. Pinfall or submission, that's it. Anything goes.
And now winding up the arm, and it is Beefcake and Valentine going one-on-one. Backlund now getting involved.
Well, early on, it does look like Beefcake and Valentine still have some scores to settle.
Bob Backlund and Greg Valentine, long history between those two men.
Valentine came very close to dethroning Bob Backlund during that 6-year run of his.
Slam to the canvas, and now Greg the Hammer Valentine going to work on the leg of the Barber.
Now Bob Backlund going to work on the arm of Valentine. We know why. He wants to get that chicken wing locked on him.
Well, if he does, the match will probably be over. Valentine and Beefcake now the only two men in the ring, and they are absolutely giving it out to one another. The thought that perhaps friendships would rekindle appears to have gone out the door. Backlund went for the go high, but Beefcake breaking that moment up.
Well, as you said, the winner of this match is going to have a shot at the LWF Heavyweight Championship at In Your House.
Indeed, you'll be in a match when we get In Your House.
That's right. I finally will have my opportunity to put my hands around the neck of Bruno Sammartino.
Well, there are many that say he's looking forward to the opportunity to get you in the ring.
Oh, yeah. He may go around telling people that, but I don't think anyone that knows him believes that for a moment.
Bob Backlund going to work on Brutus. The Barber Beefcake really doing a number on him. Valentine taking Backlund off the middle turnbuckle. Well, I'm not sure what Bob Backlund was thinking right there. He had to know Valentine was not even in a mildly compromised position. Why would he try to go up to the middle rope? And now Valentine winding up the former champion, drops him with a shoulder tackle, turns his attention to the beef. Big elbow right to the top of the head by Valentine, but now Beefcake returns the favor. Brutus Beefcake with his own variation of the hammer elbow drop, and he is trying to beat Greg Valentine out of his own game. Well, we said it earlier, I'll say it again now. Nobody knows these two guys like they know each other. Bob Backlund with a clothesline. Down goes Valentine. Out to the floor, Brutus the Barber. Atomic knee drop. When you start thinking about the potential of which of these three men might be going up against Roddy Piper. Well, let's think about this for a moment. If it was Greg the Hammer Valentine, that one just writes itself because of the history between the Hot Rod and the Hammer. Indeed, they had one of the most brutal feuds in the history of wrestling, culminating in a dog collar and chain match that cost Roddy Piper some of the hearing in one of his ears. Belly to back suplex. Beefcake landing on the back of his head. He's in trouble. Valentine off the rope. Drops the hammer. Well, it's hammer time in New Mexico. Will that be enough? Referee there for the count. 2, 3. Just like that, Greg the Hammer Valentine gets the win. Well, we were just starting to talk about it, but now we might as well. We're going to see Greg the Hammer Valentine and Roddy Piper in your house for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, indeed, the LWF title will be on the line when Piper goes up against Greg the Hammer Valentine. That should be interesting, to say the least. You want to talk about Katie bar the door. Well, that's another opportunity that slips away from Bob Backlund. Greg the Hammer Valentine has got a date with destiny when we are in your house. Fans, plenty more action still to come on this week's edition of the LWF Legends Wrestling Federation. Stay with us. right, we are back live for another edition of the LWF. Entering the ring this time, they are the challengers for the LWF Legends Tag Team Championship. Demolition, X, and Smash.
Well, I'll tell you right now, when you look at these two guys, you have to know, if you are the Rock and Roll Express, maybe your days are numbered right now.
Of course, the Rock and Roll Express are the reigning NWA and LWF Tag Team Champions. They had an enormous upset victory at Legends Mania, defeating the NWA Tag Team Champions at that time, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors.
Well, I'll say one thing about that matchup. The Rock and Roll Express shocked the world, that's for certain, because they didn't just beat the Road Warriors, they manhandled them in that match. And nobody, I mean nobody, expected that to happen. And now they're going up against a couple of dudes who are cut from the same cloth.
Definitely a lot of similarities between the Road Warriors and Demolition. As we get a look at them right here, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, as usual, they're going to be giving up a lot of size and strength in the match. We'll see how that plays out, if it makes a difference or not. I certainly thought it was going to at Legends Mania, and I'll be the first to admit I was wrong.
LWF Tag Team titles on the line here tonight.
Getting a look at the challengers right here, Demolition. Very concentrated look on both of their faces. I'll tell you right now, if Ricky and Robert find a way to win this one, they're going to silence a lot of critics, and I might be one of them.
Are you telling me there is a way to silence you?
Well, maybe as being their critics, no one's ever going to silence me.
Well, that I believe. All right, Tag Team Champions giving the titles up. Will they get them back? That's the question we're all going to find out right here. Brand new title belts. First title defense for those championship straps for the Rock and Roll Express. We're going to have Robert Gibson starting things off against Axe of Demolition. Suplex by Gibson, nicely executed. And much as it was at Legends Mania, the Rock and Roll Express getting off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, well, it's very early in the match. We'll see how long they can maintain that momentum.
Gibson out of the clothesline, drops. Axe in the corner now, draped across that bottom rope. What's he gonna do? Nice move by Robert Gibson.
Well, thus far, the speed and agility has the advantage over size and strength. Will that be able to maintain throughout the match? We'll have to wait and see. But right now, it has been the quickness of Ricky and Robert over the size strength of the Demolition. Tag is made. Good move right there by Road Warrior. By Demolition Axe.
Well, a lot of confusion over the years between Demolition and the Legion of Doom Road Warriors. A lot of people felt that Demolition was a carbon copy, if you would. They have had their one-on-one meetings with the Road Warriors over the years here. Lines them up. Big clothesline, and down goes Ricky Morton. Where you mentioned those tag team matchups between the Demolition and the Legion of Doom. Both of those teams went back and forth in those matchups, but the Demolition were the ones left standing when it was all said and done. Well, in a roundabout sort of way, that may be true, but I would say the overall feud, you might want to call it a draw. Well, you might call it a draw. All I know is Demolition was still standing with tag team titles when it was over. And now he's got him in a variation of the camel clutch. We know just how devastating a maneuver that is. Well, I know how devastating it is. I don't know how you would ever know. Why don't you let me apply it to you so you can speak firsthand about it? Thank you. I'll just take it for granted. I've seen a lot of men tap out to it that I never thought would ever tap out. That's good enough for me. Yeah, I thought so. Back body drop now by Smash and Robert Gibson, starting to show the wear. Well, the momentum right now is behind the Demolition and the challengers looking to take those titles away from the Rock and Roll Express. Gibson with a Russian leg sweep, and down he goes. Tag made to Ricky Morton, and now the Rock and Roll Express going to try and turn this thing back around. Hurricane Rana, nicely done. Well, Ricky Morton might have all these little flashy moves, but it's not enough to put the Demolition down. He keeps on getting moments, but what he's not doing is getting victory. Oh, goes for a scoop slam. Morton coming out the back door, and now Smash with a fireman carry. Way to get it back. Tremendous back body drop right there, well executed. Oh, and he's got to run in the middle of the ring. Half Boston grab, will it be enough? No. Well, it wasn't enough to secure the victory, but it was probably enough to do some damage. And now Ricky Morton's letting him into the turnbuckle, and now, oh, I thought, there it is, tag, double team. What are we going to see here? The drop kick. Right on the money. Oh, but look at this. Smash Carl with a big clothesline. This is what I'm talking about right here. The Rock and Roll Express just hit with one of their best moves, and it wasn't enough. You know, I have to wonder what the... Oh, big clothesline, that's all over. There's two. Oh, we almost had new tag team champions right there. I'm telling you right now, the Rock and Roll Express, they've been double tagged. They've got the NWA titles, the LWF titles. They're busy guys wrestling night in and night out against the very best. They've had no nights off. I've got a funny feeling that the Demolition's got their number here tonight. Sit out powerbomb, and that could be it. From the top rope, drop kick once again by Robert Gibson. Hooks the leg, will be enough. I doubt it seriously. Hooks him off, snap, suplex. Right now, things go on the way of the Rock and Roll Express. Can they put it away? They would like nothing more than to end this match and walk away with the tag team titles once again. Springboard by Marty Massey took out the referee.
Well, he should be disqualified, in my opinion, for that one.
That was inadvertent.
How do you know? Maybe he realized he couldn't beat them any other way. You said it yourself. They want nothing more than to walk out of here with the tag team titles. What better way to do it than get disqualified? I wouldn't put it past either one of those two.
Went for that drop kick and nobody there.
Axe was smart enough to know how to get away from that one. He saw it coming a mile away, made Ricky Morton pay for it.
Now sizing him up. What's he gonna do here? He's got Morton up. Plants him. Hooks the leg. It's 1, 2. We've got new champions.
Just like that, we've got brand new LWF Tag Team Champions.
We look back at some of the moments of this one. Ricky Morton with that standing moonsault. Lands it. Wasn't enough there. The half Austin Crab. Look at the devastating clothesline. But this was just too much. Tremendous move by the Demolition. We've got brand new LWF Tag Team Champions, Axe and Smash, the Demolition.
Well, I hate to say I told you so. Now, that's not true. I actually like doing it quite a bit. I told you we were going to have new tag team champions here tonight, and I, as always, was right.
Axe and Smash Demolition, the new LWF Tag Team Champions of the World. Fans, stick around. Still plenty more action yet to come. Heading into the ring this time with a live microphone, and that could be a problem. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Well, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff has made it very, very clear he has no intention of being on the back burner here in the LWF.
Well, I'm sure all you morons out there want to know what it's like to be wonderful. But the truth of the matter is, you never will, because you're not half the man I am. And the saying goes for everyone out there in that locker room right now. You all wish you could look like Mr. Wonderful. You all wish you could get in the gym and hang and bang with Mr. Wonderful. But the reality is, you know you can't. There are guys out there that would have you believe they've got the greatest physiques in professional wrestling, but I'm here to tell every one of you, trust your eyes, not your ears. What you are looking at right now is the finest physical specimen in professional wrestling history. And I'm going to show each and every one of you what it takes to be Mr. Wonderful. I'm going to show each and every one of you what happens to those that get in the ring with absolute perfection. I am what I say I am. And whoever out there thinks they want some of this, step up and find out what it means to go the distance with Mr. Wonderful.
All right, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. The greatest physique in wrestling, if you want to believe him.
Well, I don't know about the greatest physique in professional wrestling, because now he's coming up against somebody like me. But I've got to admit, Mr. Wonderful, he looks like $1,000,000.
All right, fans, we are back, and it is time. The Intercontinental title to be decided. We've already seen titles change hands tonight, Jess.
Well, we've seen titles change hands tonight. Now the question is, are we going to see it again? And I got news for you right now. I would not be at all surprised.
Wait a minute! Look at this! The total package, Lex Luger attacking Morocco.
Well, the Magnificent One is on the receiving end. Bell never sounded for this one. No introductions necessary.
Finding out why, in fact, Luger is a member of the Horsemen. Captained by the dirtiest player in the game. And now Morocco going to work on Luger outside the ring.
Neither one of these men are strangers to the breaking of the rules.
A total package. Lex Luger is the Intercontinental Champion, and now it is Morocco in trouble. And now Morocco going to work on him with some right-hand jabs.
Well, Morocco just blocked that move, turns it inside out. Well done by the Magnificent One.
Of course, Morocco, no stranger to that Intercontinental title. He wants it back. Luger with a clothesline.
Well, you mentioned Lex Luger, the member of the Four Horsemen, as he presses the challenger overhead. Luger unable to defend that title in the NWA because Bruno Sammartino not recognizing it as an NWA title.
Well, what would it be for the Horsemen if Luger returns to the NWA without the Intercontinental title? Whether or not he can defend it there, the bottom line is this: he was walking into this match the Intercontinental Champion. He had gold around his waist. What if he doesn't when it's over?
I don't know what to say about that. All I can tell you right now is Morocco starting to give some payback to the total package Lex Luger.
Up in the air goes for the suplex. Luger out the back door, neck breaker. And now Morocco. Oh, the champion turning the momentum.
Lex Luger in control of this one. Cross knee backbreaker. That will definitely take its toll on Morocco.
Boot to the midsection by the total package. Oh, he caught him. What is he doing? Morocco's got Luger under the bottom rope, and he just strung him out with it. Hooks away. Referee doesn't see the feet on the ropes.
Got a 2 count only out of that one.
Luger now dragging the challenger to the middle of the ring. What's he got in mind? Tremendous sledgehammer to the back. Morocco feeling it. Oh, now Luger gets the win.
Well, what's good for the goose, good for the gander, I suppose.
This one began before the bell ever sounded. Morocco was taken down at the beginning of the match in the aisle. I don't believe he ever recuperated from that.
Well, no, it doesn't look like he was ever able to get really back in the fight, so to speak. Luger showing what the Horsemen are all about in true Four Horsemen form, so to speak. Took Morocco out before the match ever began.
Well, he is still the Intercontinental Champion. Whether or not he can defend that title in the NWA or not, he will still be defending it here in the LWF. This crowd still buzzing about that last one. Entering the ring this time. Considers himself to be Canada's greatest athlete, Iron Mike Sharp.
Well, what's to say he's not Canada's greatest athlete? Do you know for a fact that he's not?
Well, I suppose he could be. I don't know. But right now, we're getting a look at one of Mexico's finest. From Tecula, Mexico, Tito Santana.
Chico Santana might not be here for one thing, and that's the opportunity. See, with another win right now for Santana, he might find himself in a match with somebody like Lex Luger for the Intercontinental title.
Well, of course, he's a former Intercontinental champion in his own right. Santana knows what it takes. Iron Mike Sharp, no easy task whatsoever. Bell sounds action underway. Santana and Sharp locking it up in the middle of the ring. Backs him up into the rope. See if we get a clean break here.
You think Tito's going to take a shortcut on him?
Santana? No, I don't think Santana's going to take a shortcut. With Iron Mike Sharp, though, you never know what you're going to get. Santana going to work on the leg of Iron Mike Sharp, and now once again.
Well, we know that Santana has adopted that figure four leg lock that he took from Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Cinching up on the rear chin lock now is Santana. Again, grinding it in.
Iron Mike Sharp, though, using that strength advantage that he has. Powered his way up, and he breaks free of the hold.
And now Santana backing him into the ropes. Irish whip. What's he going to do here? Knee to the midsection. Russian leg sweep, and down he goes. Tito Santana now with the momentum in his favor as he's got Iron Mike Sharp. Gunbuster across the knee. Back body drop.
Oh, and now look at this. Iron Mike Sharp deep into the eyes of Tito Santana.
Santana rolling outside the ring.
Well, that's because he don't want no more Mike Sharp, I'm sure.
Referee is out there with him as the action has spilled out to the floor. Oh, into the steel ring post.
Chico Santana is in trouble.
Fans, we remind you to join us and follow us at Invasion Nation on Twitter, the exclusive Twitter account for all things LWF related.
Well, you can also follow us. Tremendous drop kick right there by Santana. The #1 community for old school wrestling on the PlayStation Network, the Humanoid Nation.
Going for the belly to belly, and he nails him on it. Santana goes down.
Tremendous move right there by Iron Mike Sharp. From the middle rope, he goes with a splash.
Sharp now is in control of this one. Santana. This would be a huge upset in my opinion.
Well, I'd have to say it might not be a huge upset. You are talking about Canada's greatest athlete after all. But I do believe a lot of people anticipate Santana being victorious.
Santana off the ropes, he goes back out front. Drop kick finds its mark. And now, Iron Mike Sharp. Tremendous drop kick by Santana.
Iron Mike Sharp now starting to get back to his feet. Santana waiting. Nails him with a flying forearm.
Collar hooks the leg, 2. Iron Mike Sharp somehow survives. Santana missed his mark that time.
Oh, what a move right there by Iron Mike Sharp. Drove the tailbone of Santana hard into the mat. And I don't think Tito Santana was expecting this level of punishment.
Well, Mike Sharp is no slouch in the ring. Tremendous clothesline.
Santana now, what's he thinking?
On the apron, Tito Santana sizing up his opposition. Sharp on all 4. He is looking spent right now, Santana. Caught him with a double sledgehammer to the head.
Well, once again, referee outside the ring trying to keep an eye on the action here.
Tito Santana playing it up to these fans. Sharp back in the ring once again. Santana. Huge right hands. Uppercut. Another uppercut.
Mike Sharp caught that leg right there perfectly.
Santana turns the body inside out. Cross body block coming out of that one. And now Santana's on the top rope. He wants Sharp to get to his feet.
Elbow drop off the top rope.
Oh, he's going to go for a figure 4 leg lock. This could be all she wrote. Santana has it cinched in. It's all over. And just like that, Tito Santana victorious.
Well, I got to give credit where credit is due, I suppose. Chico Santana making Iron Mike Sharp tap out, something I wouldn't have expected to see myself.
Back, and here it is, a figure 4 leg lock cinched in. Iron Mike Sharp doing everything he could to hold on, but at the end he had to tap out to Tito Santana. Fans, brand new tag team champions crowned here tonight. We remind you to join us at Invasion Nation on Twitter. Join us as part of the greatest community for old school pro wrestling on the PSN Network, the Humanoid Nation. Until next time, so long everyone from ringside.